Hello, everyone. It's Michael Jaco with Unleashing Intuition Secrets. CGI and Central Casting used in the shooting event at the White House press dinner. Yes, it was done. All right. So now, why was it done? Why did they? Why do you use that? Was it to get the big underground bunker next to the White House, so they could, and then on top of the bunker, they could have dinners and plays and whatever they want to do, keep everybody safe. Why do they need that big bunker at this point? Is this war against the deep state going to last a little bit longer than many of us have wished it would? Right? I think so. All right. So I think we're going all the way into probably 28, 30, 2030. Right. So it's going to last a little bit. So we're going to need to keep whoever's in the White House safe. Whoever's running the operation against the deep state. And I think that's one of the reasons why they did the central casting call for this and CGI on, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So it's all over the internet now. It's on my X, so you can find it on my X, and that's where I'm going to go to just in a second. But I want to take you back 5 days ago when I said Navy SEAL perspective on correspondence dinner shooting. And I was like, bullshit. There's no way that it happened the way they're saying it did. And now, there was real grainy video that they gave us. Now it's real clear. So I guess now did they pass that, President Trump could get that bunker under the White House? I don't know. I think that was, something they just said that, they voted on. I don't know. So anyone in the chat? So I'm just like coming into this. I was busy all day and doing other shows and so forth. So maybe they passed it. I had heard they were working on it. And if it's been passed, then we know why. And that's why they're going to reveal all the other video now so that we can decipher it and come to our own conclusions. And I think that's, kind of the way things are going to be going forward. So here I am 5 days ago talking about this event. And I want you to listen to the shots. So I said 5 shots initially. And there's one kind of loud one and a little bit of a break, and then 3 rapid, and then 1 more. So you can hear it. I'm very skilled at weaponry and shooting and all that stuff. So when I looked at the videos, just looking at it and coming to a conclusion that there seems to be some anomalies that we need to discuss. All right. So let's look at the videos, the news, how it's presented, and then an overall picture of the events of that night as well, and try and get to some kind of conclusion of what's going on here. All right. So here's the overall, news of last night. So you can hear the shots. I'm gonna back it up again, and let's listen to the shots. Fact. All right. So you hear the first shot, and then there's going to be a rapid succession of shots. So the first shot, as we're going to see, is supposedly the shotgun blast, but I don't see any flash coming off the shotgun, as we're going to see. And then you see 3 rapid succession pistol shots, and then 1 last one. So 5 total. This morning. So I count 5 total. And all right, so 5 shots, and then they gave us this grainy video. All right, so you see this guy, I guess that there was like some kind of a metal detector down here. Now they talk about a metal detector, but you can't see a metal detector in the grainy video, but it's there. He's running through the metal detector right there. All right, I didn't see it at the time, but now that they have the good one, you can actually see the metal detector, as we're going to see in a second. He runs past it. He runs down this hall. Now I want you to focus on this particular, looks like a female police officer right here. she seems to be looking right at him. Now you can see he's carrying a gun, a weapon, a shotgun. Why you would bring a shotgun, I don't know. So that's an anomaly right there. He has a pistol and he has a couple knives. You know, that's probably, he was thinking he was going to get down to, combat all the way to the end, shoot his shots, and then fight all the way to the end. I don't know. So this guy right here seems to be oblivious. Obviously not a peripheral view type of guy. And so this guy's running down the hall. Now I'm going to try and show this police officer right here draw her weapon.
Chart.
All right, so she's drawing right now. This guy seems to be responding to that. This guy still seems to be oblivious, right? All right, so right there, it's so fast, and it's almost like they speeded it up. It's almost like they speeded it up, like maybe it's CGI. All right, so let's look at the latest video that they have out there. Like I said, I have it on my X. So we're going to go over to my X and kind of scroll through. There's some other stuff I want to show you guys that's going to be very interesting as well. But here's the one for the latest and greatest. Very clear. And I even said that it'll probably, in the future, they'll probably give us the clear one. And sure enough, they have. So let's go all the way. See what this is, basically the circle. There's a dog that alerts. So the guy comes up the hall, passes him, goes out this door. Looks like this other door is open, and he goes in there. The dog alerts to him a couple times. And I don't know, I guess the dog handler is, I don't know, he's Central Casting guy, I guess. So he pulls the dog away. He's talking to the guy. And I'm going to show you another video that goes as a close-up in that area. And he looks like he's talking to the guy, and then he turns, and when he turns, the guy runs out with a gun. It's like it's all coordinated. All right, so here you see him walking through. Looks like he's got some kind of backpack shoulder thing going on. So I guess he goes in there to get his weapons out, and the dog is alert. The dog's not Central Casting, evidently. So the dog like alerts to him. He's talking to him. He's talking to him. He's like, yeah, you getting your gun out? You getting it ready? You about ready? I'm going to turn away, and you know the deal. You're going to run down the hall. So he pulls the dog. He's talking to him. The dog alerts on him again. He pulls him back again, and he turns, and he runs out. Right? Oh, such good coordination there. So watch these three stooges here, right? And these knuckleheads that are working on the, and that's probably coordinated too. So he would run through this specific one, so it lines up everything. So these two Central Casting guys down here working on the metal detector. I want you guys to watch all of these people as this guy runs by with his gun. Now, dog handler dude, he looks like he's alerting. He's starting to turn now, but he doesn't get involved either. See, he turned. Now watch as this guy comes up. I'm going to just take it frame by frame. So he's in view. So he's holding the gun out in front of him. He's got a red tie on. You're going to see that later. So it's like these people are looking right at him, but they don't do anything. It's almost as if he's been inserted into this, CGI'd. All right, so see, all three of these people have not responded, right? The dog handler's still back there, standing his ground. This guy right here looks at him, and you can see in the other video, he gets the, oh, no. And this guy's like oblivious. Now watch this guy right here. He stays oblivious even as the gunshots are going off. So frame by frame. All right, so right here, you're seeing the police officer draw her weapon. She's got a pistol up. Now look at these guys. These guys are just standing here too. And they're going to stand there, and these guys are going to stand there as supposedly this shotgun blast goes off, but you don't see any flash from it. I've shot a lot of shotguns, and they give a nice little blast, right? So no blast, but you know, the sound effects, I guess. And she begins shooting him 4 times, right? So she's got her gun up. He's bringing his gun up. The one guy, the Secret Service guy that's got his hand on the, you know, little thing that put the metal detectors in, he's just standing there oblivious, even though she's drawing her gun right in front of him. He shoots, she shoots, and Mr. Oblivious, Secret Service guy, is still standing there. And so are all these 3 stooges on the wall, and these central casting guys standing here. And these guys are just starting to react after a couple of shots, right? So they're not doing much as far as getting in the game. So she shoots again. So that's 3 shots. And now it seems like these guys are starting to react after 3 shots, right? Finally getting a response out of those guys. It takes a lot with central casting people, evidently. All right, so this guy is finally starting to react as well. And it's almost as if they were going to have him get shot or something, because he reacts as if he gets shot, but then they decide not to. And he goes on with another role, I guess. So shooting, this guy's reacting as, I mean, you see where his feet are? He could have friggin' tripped this guy, right? Could have friggin' tripped this guy. These guys are still standing back here, not doing anything. They're still stunned. They're stunned and scared, right? So there's shooting going on. Why wouldn't they be scared? So I think these are hotel staff. I think these are hotel staff, not police. And these are obviously police. And these are obviously police. All right, so look at how fast he is. He's like Flash Gordon. Woo! All right, Flash. And she's just pumping rounds at him. 1, 2, 3, 4. No 5, 6, but definitely 4. All right, so this guy's just getting to his gun. Right? He's like flapping around. These guys you're going to see in the next video are like the 3 Stooges trying to run away. It's very funny. All right, so what I'm going to do also is I'm going to show you my lovely wife Tracy and I. She helped me point out the 4th shot from the one female shooter. So I was wondering where that 4th shot came from. She actually shot 4 times, and you're going to see these anomalies, like kind of like CGI type things that you see, and there's it's an indication of a CGI effect that's happening. It's like these black, you know, jet stripes that shoot across the carpet. All right, so these guys are waiting for these guys to come out. They're like, okay, we've been trained. We're central casting. We're waiting for the other guys to run out. They're a little bit late, but we'll hold our space. Right. All right. So he looks. He sees that they're moving, so he starts to move. And here's the guy that was on the metal detector. He's showing up. Now, just about right here, there's at the top up here, I'll try and highlight it. This one little thing that zips across the carpet. That might be it right there starting, but there's a anomaly CGI type thing that zips in there. Now watch the carpet up here. I'm going to it won't let me zip into it. So, all right, right there. You've seen it right there. See that zip there? And there was the other one right there. So that's so funny. All right, let's see if I can slow it down. All right, so look up here. You guys are probably seeing it. Both of them are zipping across there. So just keep your eyes on the carpet. And you see the upper one go first. There it is. And there's the lower one where that guy just steps over, or that female steps over it. All right, so it slows it down a little bit right here. So he comes through, and then you're going to see they're going to highlight the gunshots. All right, supposedly that was the shotgun blast, but as you guys can see, there is no blast. There is no shotgun blast. Her first shot, you can see the caps or whatever she's using are making a little flash. That's her first one. That's her second one. Now, if this was real, that guy would have been dead, right? If it was real, there would have been 100 guns that would have been shooting at him all at once. He would have been Swiss cheese, but there's a second, very close, can't miss. And he keeps flashing by like Flash Gordon. It's like very fast. Even President Trump said he just like flew through there, right? Because he did. He CGI'd through there. Third one, right? Now this guy's kind of starting to react. So evidently he had his part, and it was completely separate from all of this. And he's, doing his acting. It really, when you look at it, it doesn't really fit. They didn't do a good job of his central casting. All right, there's the fourth one. And my lovely wife, Tracy, caught that one. So supposedly it didn't happen, of course, but shotgun blast, 3 rapid succession pistol shots, a little bit of a pause, and then a fourth one. So 5 total, like with my trained hearing, I heard, right? So then we see the little squiggly lines that run across the floor, which basically are indications of CGI in effect. All right, so that's that. So let's go back. Let's go up a little bit. Here's Comey's handcuffs. Comey, you're going bye-bye, finally, right? So here's one that's kind of like zoomed in a little bit. So here he is walking through, right? We're going to go through this. All right, so there's the dog again, alerting. Here's these guys working on the, this woman walks across. There was just 2 over here. She walks across, so there's 3. And this guy is looking back like, is it about time? All right. So they're lowering the other metal detector, so the guy knows where to run through. All right, so watch him. He actually talks to him. All right, so here I go. I'm turning. So you see, it's like totally acting, holding the doll back, got his back turned, and then the guy runs out. All right, central casting. All right, running by. He's got a red tie on. You can see it now. See it real clear right there. And now you see him bringing his gun up. This guy's like alerting now, but I don't know. Maybe that dog's not trained to. It's not an attack dog. It's just a bomb sniffing dog or something. I don't know. But a lot of times you'll have at these events. That's what we used when I was overseas. We had bomb sniffing, and they were trained to attack. So that's another. We're looking at CGI and central casting. All of this playing out right in front of us. So this guy, oblivious right here. Now he just noticed. He just noticed this woman is like looking. This guy's looking. They're just looking. Like, okay, look up now. He would have been running by. All right, so look up. And he's reacting now. Oh, woo. Woo. All right. So this woman is running. She's running away because I guess, the shotgun blast, went off. Now watch the Three Stooges over here. This is hilarious. Now this is the other guy that's standing up that was working on, that was completely oblivious as this guy ran by, but he's responding now. He's doing his central casting role. He's starting to play it out now. All right, so runner, and that woman's run, and looks like the dog handler, he's kind of backed away. He's out of the picture now. All right, so this is so fun. Oh, TSA. All right, so they weren't hotel, they're TSA. So next time you go through, getting scanned and so forth, remember this picture, right? So she stops. She was on the other side of this guy, and she stops to help him get up because he fell down. He was scared, or maybe he just jumped down. Who knows? So he falls down again. He's crawling, and she's like, "Get up, let's go," and they're out. All right, so crazy. Now this guy is back again. I don't know if this might be the guy that walked through the door originally, and then the other guy was the guy, the shooter with the red tie was the one that came through, because this is kind of odd. I thought we were looking at this and we thought, well, maybe that guy's a shooter. It doesn't quite look right. But now that I'm seeing him, as you look at this, you'll look at this over and over again. You'll see more and more. It's pretty fun. So I'm looking at it now. It looks like that might actually have been the guy that walked through, and then he came back out, and it kind of looks like that might be the guy that walked through initially. Oh no, they're just rolling again. That's just it playing. Okay, never mind. All right, so let's look at some more. All right. So you guys know that we're getting probably maybe kind of close to bombing Iran again. And this is Donald Trump. He says, if Iran doesn't surrender in the next 24 hours, I'm going to drop Chris Christie on them. Thank you. All right, so here's the central casting guys. So they're not even hiding it, guys. Hardy har. All right, so this was Ann Vanderstill. She got caught up in Secret Service hat trick at the Washington Hilton. What happened to this agent's hat as the Trump shooter ran past? Remember, he didn't have a hat, but here he does. Right? And then he doesn't. So they're kind of giving us all these little clues here of what's going on. So where's the guy's gun? He's got no gun there. He's got no shotgun. Then where's the other, like, stand-up, metal detector? It's not there either. So just a guy running. She's pointing her gun at him, and he's got a hat on in this one. The disappearing hat trick. All right, so I think we're seeing what. So I don't know if you guys still want to believe in the shooting at the Capitol White House dinner. It's up to you, but I think it's pretty clear now. Like I said 5 days ago, there was a lot of anomalies there, and now it's very obvious, and they're actually making fun of it. So have a nice sleep. Those of you that wake up tomorrow morning, you get a nice laugh too, right? Ha. That's right, Jesse. Fake ass nonsense, right? All right, it is what it is. and we'll work through the ones that are nonsense, and then the ones that seem real, we'll kind of look at them real hard too, right? And make sure they're real. And if they're not, then we'll call them out as well. All right, guys, lots of love. Stay in love vibration. I'll see you next time.